Cheers, mother fathers.
Hey, watch your language. Watch your language. This is a family show. What's going on, y'all? This is Shang, and that is Black Pedro.
I am Black Pedro. This is Savage AF.
Savagely savage as
Savage AF. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. We'll be cursing in 4 minutes and 5 seconds. In the meantime, in between time.
Seconds. That's it.
Yes, sir. We are here for you Monday through Friday, typically 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, typically live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram simultaneously. If you ever miss us live, your fault. Messed that up, didn't you? Crack baby. But you can get clean.
Hey, wait a minute. Did you call people crack babies?
Only the ones who miss us live. But,
okay, well, then you're right about that. You're right about that.
Yeah, but you can always get right. Get on that clean track by going to our
life together.
Go to our YouTube channel. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. YouTube.com/c/SavageAFWorld.
Listen, this is what it has to be done.
All the shows are archived.
Once you get there, this is something that has to be done. All right. You got to go down there. You got to go to the YouTube. Then you got to do this. That is what you have to do.
Bro, that literally sounds like you found an infinity stone, man. Like the whole thing.
Where'd you get that from? Don't worry about it.
Thanos like, all right, man, listen. Some of y'all been kicked off of YouTube for your, unstable behavior. That's what
Facebook behavior. Wait
unstable.
A minute.
I meant to say unstable.
No. It could be unstable too, because a lot of these people are unstable on our page.
Instability of your mind.
Yes, there's a lot of people.
You've probably been kicked off of YouTube for it, but that's what Facebook is for. They don't give a fluff, though. They really don't. Anybody could be on Facebook. SavageA.F. See it above us, Savage A, but you want to put a dot here and then a dot there, and that's how you find us on Facebook. Also, we stream live on Instagram, which is like it's like the spice of life. I don't know if Dune fans are out there, but it's like we're on Arrakis.
Oh, by the way, that's coming out this weekend, and tomorrow. I might have to go check that out. All right, but no, you see it's up top, Savage A .F . All right, make sure you do that. But with the Instagram, it's so important that y'all follow us, because it makes the world a better place. It makes children that have rickets walk better,
and it literally makes comedians money. So please follow us at Black Pedro, at comedian Shang. That's a G
on the threads. Same stuff, different day, since I can't cuss. And I want y'all to make sure you do that. One more thing. I know I talk about thumbs. Sometimes I mean things. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I rhyme slow. Sometimes I rhyme fast. But give us some thumbs up, because the thumbs up, I've realized, is almost as important as subscribing. It's like right below that, because it makes people go, hey, I like it. So I like it. So you should like it too. So make sure you give your thumbs like that. Internet likes it. Exactly. So make sure. We got people jumping into the feed.
Yeah.
Hey.
Over on my Instagram, I see Black Seas. Yo, what up, Noop? I got Dolly Sinclair, Detroit Marv. What up, though?
Hey, why you calling him names? Why'd you call him a noob? I mean, he might be a nice person.
No, we noobs, dog.
I know what that means.
Robin B, Melissa McKenzie. I see y'all, man.
By the way, all you noobs, I heard about you guys. I heard about you noob guys.
Hey, we're for the
and
community.
You get away from my fucking daughter.
We're for the community. Listen, y'all. Also, we got people over on YouTube and Facebook here with us. Who we got? I see Lady Hazel May, LG, Sean Stubbs, Damani Jones. Thank y'all for building the building with us, man. Again, we're here Monday through Friday, giving you politics, hot topics, and current events, and then I don't give a fuck kind of style. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. We're past the 5-minute mark, dog. You ain't no holding me back.
All right, well, I'm sorry. I just thought you jumped the gun, and now we're gonna get flagged again. By the way, my Instagram is on. It's at Comedian Shang. It's just for some reason it says at this moment in time you cannot use your Instagram for this particular thing you want to do. It didn't say it like that, but it was. I felt like that's the voice that was saying it, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
You're not supposed to use Instagram to sell all those Trump sneakers that you bought, Shang. So
I bought 200 pair.
About to be a millionaire. Oh man. All right, guys. We should probably just get into the show, man. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. Black Pedro, Comedian Shang. It is Thursday, February 29th. It's leap day, y'all.
What is leap day? I don't know what that means.
Well, you know what a leap year is, right?
No, I don't.
You're joking, right?
Not at all. Why would I joke about that?
No, I'm sorry, man. Every 4 years.
Hey, man, that's all right, man. Fuck it, man. Nah, you ain't got to tell me that.
Every 4 years, we add an extra day to the calendar. So February, every 4 years, has 29 days instead of 28. And today is, if you notice, it's February 29th instead of March 1st.
But
it's called Leap Day. Leap years coincide with the Summer Olympics. You never heard of leap year or leap day?
I don't even know what.
Okay.
I don't even know what you're speaking of.
Hey, no, it's all good. We're going to update that calendar for you. But it is leap day, guys. February 29th. Only happens every 4 years. 2024 in the time-space continuum. We are going to end today's show with a Shangry. This is your daily run-up. We about to run up on that ass. Your Shangry today, the end of the show. The grand finale. It says, repugs. Know the facts, you bitches.
Okay, that was very good. I didn't know if I typed it the way that you could read it, but I think your interpretation of the biatches was fabulous.
As a thespian, I allowed the character to direct my act.
Let it breathe, and that's all that matters.
Ben Yosef, we see you over on Instagram too.
Ben, here you go again, Ben.
Before we get into that Shangry, though, we will have a Black Pedro pop in for you. And I'm yelling, kill the bloody refs!
Right.
Kill the bloody refs!
Stick around, Detroit Marv. I don't like them at all.
Detroit Marv, stick around. I think you'll know what I'm talking about. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about this QB BLITZ as a group of young Negroes try to jump Cam Newton.
Did not work out the way I thought it would.
Yeah.
Do you have the video of it?
I have a video that is it's a funny take from a dude named Mr. Go 30. And I don't know if anybody else follows him, but he does these parodies after sports events and they're hilarious. And he did one of the Cam Newton jumping. So I'm going to present that for y'all just so you can see it and get a taste and the feel, and we'll talk about it. But before we get into that, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. It's leap day, bitches. So let's jump in. Petri-People are safe in Alabama for now. Now, the other day, maybe it was yesterday, we talked about how the Alabama Supreme Court recently ruled that IVF Petri dishes, globs of human DNA in a Petri dish, are actually people. And, you know, that caused a lot of IVF clinics to halt their services. And even though IVF is clearly made to create more life, somehow pro-lifers decided it's immoral or whatever, right?
Well,
that being said,
it is.
That being said, though, today, the Alabama state legislature, didn't even know they could read, but actually both the House and their Senate in Alabama passed bills to protect IVF services in the state. Yay, Alabama! Welcome to this year instead of being stuck
Alabama,
in the 1800s.
Other than the fact that their grass cutting is not that dope, I'm glad that
the lawn is fertile.
Yeah,
the women aren't.
Yeah, that was dark.
I'm sorry.
Your womb is not. Your womb is not fertile.
My lawn has more seed than thine belly.
But our lawn grows strong. No, I don't know why this picture. Why did I find the picture from the one side where the grass was all fucked up? But the Alabama fertility centers, some of them actually were shut down because of this. So the thing is, now what you gonna do when the IVF runs all over you, brother? I mean,
LG just said, "Dang, BP." Like, my bad. I came out a little hot on that one.
that was a little hot.
And Lady Hazel May said, "Was that frog eggs or chia seeds?" Yeah, we growing whatever.
No, but I love the fact there was a comic. I think that was it. It wasn't Sam Tripoli. I forget his name. He kept holding up a picture of a glob of stuff, and he said, "Yeah, that's a baby. That's a baby." He's like, "Fuck you. This is a dolphin." That's it wasn't. See, they just make shit up. And the other one was actually, this is so great. The guy put a piece of snot in a petri dish. Then he asked them, "Is this a person?" All the people in the line said, "Well, yes, that if it's there, it's a baby." And it was like, "No, that's actually
you gonna buy that seat on the
my
plane?
Snot."
Yeah, you gonna get it tickets to the fucking game next week?
Because it's a person. It's a person. So I'm glad that Alabama stepped up.
There are no people that you can keep in a refrigerator. It's not how.
No,
not without legal repercussions. Okay.
Hey. There's some people that no, Pedro. There's people that you could keep in the fucking refrigerator if you got to. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Right, Jeffrey Dahmer. Or say they get out of line and their money payments are on time. Hey, we got to put them in the fucking fridge. That's how it goes. Hey, shut up, Joey. Put him in the fridge. I've done that many times.
But it just seems pretty ridiculous that the Alabama legislators had to actually come up with bills to protect IVF treatments from their own Supreme Court. And I'd love to see the logic, and we'll put air quotes around that was used to determine that a goopy petri dish is an actual person.
That means come as a
well, no, well, the thing is, right, like, you can't call cum a person and you can't call the egg a person because
you can.
Well, you neither one is a person until you combine the two. So, okay, you combine the two, put them in the petri dish, and put that champagne on ice. You know what I'm saying? I think we're still a lot of steps away from, an actual person, but you're getting closer once you combine the two. Damani Jones called it a glass womb baby.
Wow.
The GWB.
So every time one of these babies walks past a bottle or a petri dish, does he go, "Mama"?
Detroit Marv over on Instagram. I'm gonna pull it in for y'all just so you can see it. This brother says that means niggas bed sheets got whole nursery schools. Hey man, that's a lot of child support on that thread count.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Wow, yeah. Both of y'all, Detroit Marv and
Detroit niggas don't give a fuck.
Both of y'all are disgusting. And I need to speak to your supervisor.
Cheers, Marv.
I am tired of y'all activities.
Light up a cigar for us.
All I know is that you will see a write-up on your desk Monday morning.
That's fine. I've got a whole stack of them.
Disgusting. Just disgusting.
A whole stack.
But the thing is, I think that the fact that Alabama has to constantly check Alabama, if you look in different situations pertaining to actually redistricting, the Alabama state legislation had to step up and go, whoa, you can't do that. They're constantly being checked by their own people. And the problem is in DC, New York checks people. I'm not going to say that. New York checks people.
New York checks like disabled people. Yeah. They were like, roll faster, you legless bastard. It's like,
hey, you know that you're not supposed to be in this fucking parking spot. And then they'll just tow your car. And it's like, no, you didn't see the tag? Yeah, I saw the tag. Don't matter. Hey, shut up. What are you going to do? Get up and fight me? Shut your mouth. hey, crippled Carl, get the fuck out the way. But the bottom line is what we need is more legislation that does step up. and make sure that they check these people, because the situation, one, it was horrible. Like, that's why I have that image where it's horrible for the GOP, because 85% of the people are like, that's fucking stupid. Why don't you just let women continue with IVF? What are you doing? And so I think that it's a political thing, and you can check me if I'm wrong. It's a political thing mixed with a personal thing. It's
mixed with religious zealousy.
zealot. But what I'm saying is they're trying to put religion over everything. That's why you saw a lot of these religious zealots trying to make sure that religion runs shit. But the separation of church and state got shit to do with popular fucking opinion.
I think I just said zealousy when I should have said zeal, but whatever.
But that's still, all words are made up. So the thing is, right now, the popular fucking opinion and popular vote outdid religious right fuckery.
Yeah,
that's what I see. Does that make sense? I see this as, 80-some% of people ain't with that shit. You need to change that shit up. And that's what happened. And that's why this place is open, and the grass cutter can finally go cut some of the grass.
Detroit Mark says, not to mention IG hotties have to be renamed cannibals. I'm telling you, if you start naming these basic elements of human, construct as complete people, it's gonna get dicey, bro. A wet dream, what is that? Sleep murder? Like,
yes.
Like, come on, man.
I'm a serial killer.
Would you sleepwalk murderer?
I've been serial killing for a long time, people. Let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
No, but I feel like the Alabama, other than, I make crazy jokes about Alabama because I've been there, and my back started arching, and I started regressing, and I started turning into an ape. It was great. It's bad. So that's true.
The nocturnal emission. Yeah, you'll be known as the nocturnal baby killer.
That's just it. Why did I add that part? But the point is, I think that right now the Republicans are really, the right-wing religious Republicans are really upset about this. Extremely upset.
Well, let them eat their Bibles. Lady Hazel May's making up words. She says poozer equals loser with shit-stained drawers. Who you sleeping with, girl? Who are you sleeping with?
Wow, that's
girl, you gotta up your night game. What you talking about?
That took a turn.
Don't let poozers in your bed, mama.
No, I didn't see that coming. Wow. Oh, it's coming. See it coming. Yeah, Here we go. We go. Let's go, people. No, I think right now the Republicans have to change the way they think about things.
Next time I come, I'm just gonna yell murder. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Like,
you just started doing that? I've been doing that for years. No, I'm just saying, a lot of times
during the Murder Inc. era, you was busting big ones.
Everybody was like, "Yo, is that Ja Rule in there fucking?" No, that's Shang.
Murder.
But the thing is, if you look at how the Republicans are responding to it, some of them are quiet little church mouth bitches, and the other ones are like, "This is just wrong. This is, And the only thing they didn't do is that like from was Lethal Weapon. He's like, he was mad, going, "Yo, Kaffas just love that, don't you? Diplomatic immunity." I mean, you should have seen some of the Republicans bitching about it. I was watching it on the news, going, it was Republicans that went against it too, stupid. It was the people that actually said no, they protected VF. There was Republicans in there.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so what are you talking about? Y'all bitches is hate fighting with each other. Y'all need to, you need to check for the murderer in the house, because it's you.
He's inside the house. AJ Fitz said they will come up with cum patrol next, checking sheets and wasted tissues. Yeah, the black light patrol will be up on your ass in a minute.
All right, Pedro, we're going to need all your socks. What? What? We have the weapon. We have it right here. It's like, it's silly. But the bottom line is, they make up shit, anything to have some kind of outrage pertaining to anything they can, with the religious right, with abortion rights, they care. I'm going to do this, and I don't like doing this. Actually, Tiger Claw. They care about babies. Everybody uses them like this. I do it like this. Tiger claw.
Eagle fang.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we see how ridiculous they are, and at this point, you have the legislation in Alabama having to protect the state from the judiciary, which is just I think a weird situation, right?
But that's happened before. I told you.
Yeah. No, I mean I get it. It'd be a slippery slope though if you really started calling people. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really try to afford a dish of goo the same rights as a walking, talking human being. Right?
I'm adding a banner because I said I wanted to talk about this band. We are, so I added a banner, so you'll see it in there somewhere. I think it should be in there. Where'd it go? I put it up top so you can see it.
I don't see it.
It's right there under.
Oh, here it goes. Okay, I got you. All right, we'll get to that. But yeah, I just wanted to put it out there that okay, if you're in Alabama, run. But if you are stuck and need to stay, that your legislature has your back, ladies.
Well, have you ever been to Alabama?
No, I have not.
Wow.
I've been to Mississippi, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia,
But
Texas,
never Alabama.
Louisiana.
I've done shows in Alabama. I did a place called the Stardome, which just I mean, outside of the comedy club, you could literally hear banjos and the screams of uncles touching little girls.
Man.
It is such a regressive ass thought process state. It's just sad, man.
All right, we got jokes here. I see. Here come the savage out of the audience. Damani Jones says, "If they drop the dish, is it a crack baby?" Yay! Hey yo, I see what you did, bro.
Wow. Hey, Damani Jones.
Here writing.
Hey, Damani Jones. Kudos.
Yeah, nah.
Kudos. Hey, kudos.
You stuck the
That's where
landing.
you go. Kudos, nigga. Kudos. I don't want to like make everybody in Alabama seem like they're fucking dumb.
No.
But
It's
big percentage of the legislation, especially Republican legislation, a lot of the religious right are part of it's Alabama, parts of Georgia, actually Dakota, where you see the religious right are so proactive they can change legislation and laws and policies. But sometimes they change shit that's popular and it gets the kickback. That's what happened with Alabama. They got the kickback, Pedro. Basically, they got the kickback because again, 80, I'll put it this way, that way I won't be off on the number. Above 80% of the general population's like, the fuck you doing?
I think it's 81.
It's up there. No, I mean the percentage.
Yeah,
and even that pertaining to, if you look at abortion, if you look at abortion rights and the right for women to have control of their bodies, if you look at it, most people want abortion. Yet the Republicans,
they want the right to it.
The right to it. They don't want abortion. They don't like that.
Everybody's lining up for one. I got pregnant just to have me one.
It's not like they're at the club going, yeah, can't wait to get an abortion. 2 scoops. Oh, that was dark. But the point is, I think that if you look at this situation here, I think that because of what they did, you're going to see it all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to see legislation because it's popular, because they know it'll be detrimental pertaining to their political future. They're going to kick back.
Now, I believe on the federal level there was, and I don't have the name, but there was one senator who blocked a bill to protect IVF nationally. So yeah, it might depend on your state and the temperament of that legislature and court wherever you live. But the fact that this even came up is ridiculous. Now we should probably move on up and keep the show rolling, man.
I'd like you to meet my son, Peter, aka Petri.
Petra.
Yeah, all right. So until you see this happen, where they put the sperm in the egg, put the lime in the coconut is what I call it. It's not a baby. Shut your mouth.
And there we go. All right, so we're gonna keep this pushing, keep it on the move. Although, we got to chime in from Ben over on Instagram. And I'll show y'all just so y'all don't think I'm lying. But he says, bring it in. He says, yeah, abortion happens because men and women, for the most part, are irresponsible. I'm gonna need some stats on that, bruh.
That's not true.
I'm gonna need some irresponsibility stats on that because there are many reasons why couples or women choose to have abortions. It could be due to a non-viable fetus, right? Like the baby's not going to survive, stillbirth type situation.
Right.
It could because the woman was sexually assaulted.
Assaulted.
At that point, I would say yes,
A
the
young
man was
girl.
being irresponsible, but
Right.
not the lady,
not the woman. Young girls that are sexually assaulted or raped. If you look at that situation, if they don't want to keep the baby, how is that them being irresponsible, Ben? I'm just asking, Ben. How is that young girl that didn't have a choice in it being irresponsible? And if their parents don't want to have that child, is it the parents' fault that the uncle was a creep? I'm just curious, Ben.
and
Give me an answer.
And also, I think we, in terms of our society in general, it's like, who the fuck cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, they was irresponsible. They should still be able to have one. Who gives a fuck? Like, it's not, it's not me.
Right.
And then he goes, I said the majority for the most part, which means the bigger number of abortions happen because of irresponsible men and women. Again, a stat, bro. That sounds opinionated. You know what I mean? I don't know that. I can't endorse that.
I will look it up right now.
The reason, and I don't even, I don't know if people are asking, like, why are you having this abortion? But we'll find out. While you're doing that, though, I will transition to the next topic, and then we could kind of bounce back and forth after that. But speaking of abortions, it's probably like 4 or 5 little Negroes that should have been aborted some years ago, because recently at a youth football event, a group of Negroes tried to jump. He's not in the league anymore, right? I think former NFL quarterback. Yeah, former NFL quarterback Cam Newton. Always wears the hats. Kind of looks like the Kentucky Derby on weed.
Yeah, he's definitely he has a fashion sense.
And Ben says, you have Google, go take the stats. Hey man, I ain't bring it up. You did, dog. Come in with the stats if you're gonna come with the info.
Let me just let you know something. I'm looking at it right now. This is Medical News Today. Also, it's called National Health Association says that the reason that 40% of unintended pregnancies are because of the viability of the fetus, and the circumstances behind the person's decision to have the abortion is not only pertaining to health and the welfare of the mother.
Now that's 40%. Does it give any other stats of like why people have? Because that's not a majority of the abortions. But
no, I'm just saying. But that's a big chunk. All of the reasons for abortions are valid. The decision to end pregnancy is very personal. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, reported abortions took place in 2020. 93.1% occurred first trimester. This is a lot of studies here, but it doesn't like the 40% I'm reading is saying it doesn't put the onus just on irresponsibility. It seems like it's a different things. It's different situations.
Miyu brought up an interesting scenario. She says birth control counteracted with medication that either the man or the woman was taking. That happened in my brother's case, and his girlfriend got pregnant unexpectedly. So, in that situation, they believed they were acting responsibly, had birth control in the mix. But, even that, seems to be some kind of odd interaction with another drug that
that's what it says
negated the birth control. So
right.
I mean, Yeah, there's and I like that line that any reason to have an abortion is valid. It's up to another person, and it's none of our goddamn business. Okay. Speaking of minding your business, we're gonna push on.
Okay, well, let's get back to By the
I'm
way, I don't know if y'all saw
up.
the video, but maybe these young football players didn't realize there's levels to this shit. And when I say I saw the video, none of these motherfuckers could handle this one dude. They forgot Cam Newton was that nigga for a minute there in the NFL, and giant 300-pound motherfuckers couldn't take him down. So you think Lil Kenny was gonna have a chance? Not at all.
Nah, bro.
If you saw the video, he was throwing them around like they were fucking rag dolls.
Yeah, they couldn't handle him. Over on IG, I see On Air with Q. What's up, good brother? That's them Dash days, them Dash radio days, man. Make sure y'all follow On Air with Q. Great content over there. All right. So speaking of videos, like
you have a video of it?
I do have a video. It's not the whole thing in its entirety. It is a parody of the incident, brought to you by an IG handle, a content creator out there that I admit I'm a fan of. Like this dude is hilarious, and he does all these post game skits that look like this. And this is the Cam Newton joint by Mr. Go 30. Check it out, y'all. We'll talk about it on the other side.
It's not a good look for the company, right? All right, we supposed to be jumping somebody, and y'all out there getting carried like a youth league basketball. All right, now, Peters, all right, I done told you've been slacking for way too long. All right, and you finally got hemmed up. Take a look at your feet, son. Got the same problem as the Carolina Panthers. Instability. All right, here come Davis with the Pearl Harbor sneak attack. Oh my God, Cam Newton's face is wide open like Ben Simmons at the three-point line. This should be a piece of cake. I'll probably just knock him out, finally be successful at something in my life. Pew, pew. Damn, never mind. I only got 2 hits like Cisco, and just like one of them hits, the job is incomplete. I barely took off 1 health point. All right, now take a look at Larissa. She ain't come here for all this. She gets out faster than a snitch. Speaking of snitch, take a look at Miss Kathy. She points the cops in the right direction and heads off. She gotta get to Trader Joe's before they close. All right, back to the action. All right, take a look at Davis, getting thrown around like a racial slur at an NRA convention. Oh my God, it's Cam Newton. I watched him use the Freddie Gibbs offense to carry the Auburn Tigers to the national championship, and now he's carrying me. It's all come full circle, like a circle jerk, but we can't beat him. He's like Donald Trump. All right, now once again, take a look at your feet, Peters. All right, you ain't stood on 10 your whole life or in this fight one time. Y'all look like the Z fighters before Goku pull up. And that's all right, because there's going to be some changes, all right, with this company. Some of y'all ain't going to be with us much longer. All right, now I got to call the customer, let them know that we failed. Man, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. I already saw the video. Man, putting my deposit back in my account by tomorrow. That's supposed to be pro jumpers. You want something done right, you got to do it yourself.
Shout out Mr. Go 30. I don't know the brother, but that shit, the skits he does are hilarious. But that summed it up, right? There's like 4 or 5 dudes trying to jump Cam Newton. And all of them,
he never goes down. He doesn't look like he takes any damage, which later on I saw in the interview he didn't.
This nigga brim was still crisp on his hat.
When I say, yo, the one dude, I bullshit you not, it looked fake. Looked like it was a doll. Because he just grabbed him and threw him around. And what's fucked up is these football players later was trying to talk shit. Well, you know what I'm saying? Well, man, he was in the NFL. Well, you didn't know that shit from get-go? And Shannon Sharp, didn't you see what Shannon Sharp said? Skip, he better than me because I'd have buried them. I'd have buried every one of them.
I am the first man to ever score a touchdown in an NHL game.
Yeah, but Cat Williams... Well, yeah, we already know Cat Williams. We ain't gonna bring that up, but Cat Williams tried to fight a 16-year-old. Didn't know
that didn't go well.
That didn't go well either. But I'm gonna tell you right now, after this, the NFL's like, maybe we should bring Cam back. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I mean, the boy did not go down. But okay, so here's the other thing. This was like, as far as I understand, a youth football event that Cam Newton was putting on and sponsoring.
That he's been doing for years.
And I think what you had was some crab in the barrel ass niggas who were jealous of Cam or maybe they had just beaten his team in 7-on-7 and was really feeling themselves. I'm not sure what the impetus was for actually trying to get physical with Cam Newton. But what I will say is they're black people, man. This can't be, brothers. This can't be it, bro. Like in this day and age, in 2024, the last year of America, when crackers are congregating to take over this shit and come for your black ass eventually after they tear down the Capitol and the Constitution, right? They coming for your black ass, and you want to be out here jumping NFL niggas just because you either jealous or I don't know if your edible kicked in or what the fuck happened. I don't know what was going through their mind, but and then especially like in public at this event, it's a youth event. Like, what are you doing?
no,
Like,
he does a bunch of them, and I was watching when Shannon Sharp had, I forget the other brother that's a football player, who's phenomenal player. Was he has a podcast with him? I can't remember his name. Anybody can remember it. And the bottom line, yeah, I'm reading all the comments, and the bottom line is, there's not just jealousy and envy, but like you said, sometimes these young football players be feeling themselves, not realizing this motherfucker's 6'4", I think 6'4", 5", 247 pounds, and not like you know,
not that gut shit. This
nah,
is
I'm
nigga,
talking about
that's that
straight.
solid ass.
Right. And Cam, and honestly, Cam still is about that life. And I think that they didn't realize,
Apparently.
they didn't realize how much he was like, no, I'm flinging you motherfuckers. In fact, their new team and their name is called the Flingers. Didn't you see them? I'm telling you, one dude, I thought it was, is that a stuffed dummy? I thought it was a dummy because he picked him up off his feet and just threw him.
Just like the Carolina Panthers, you got no stability. AJ Fitz says most of these youngsters can't even do 20 push-ups, but want to try grown man strength and an athlete. Goof troops. on air with Q over on Instagram says, what about the parents? Right, crazy. Like, who raised these kids? Ben Yosef says, you got to put hands on these traders as people. We need to get them out of here. I mean, you know, and that's Cam stood up. He defended himself. But I'm just like who are these niggas that like are really about jumping other black people at this point? Like at this point, at this day and age in our society, what kind of Negro are you if your instincts tell you, oh, I'm gonna jump and harm another black man, and then to go with multiple numbers against him, right? It's not a fair fight, and then lose.
And there was
nigga,
6 of them.
Nigga, be gone, dog. Like bounce, bro. YT says Cam is listed at 245.
I thought he was up there.
WWE might offer a contract. Let's
no,
go.
I know he was, but he's 6'5", but how? I mean, he's still a solid
245.
245. He's solid.
That's what YT says. Like, man, come on, bro. Y'all kids don't really want that, man. You really.
But they wanted to smoke, and I'm gonna tell you right now, and I don't feel bad. Somebody said, "Hey, man, that's fucked up that he was, flinging around these young guys."
No, it's
what?
Not. What?
No, they felt like if he's a professional athlete, he should know better than to do that.
When 4 niggas jump on you, what was he supposed to? No, I know, but I'm yelling at them. Like, what the fuck was he?
I didn't do shit.
Get their ass on this show, man. What the fuck is he? Like, niggas jumping you, you jumped. Like, you gotta
you know what?
fight.
One dude he had in the headlock, he said he wants to sue because he hurt him. He did. The kid that he got in the headlock, he hurt him. He hurt the kid. And the other kid that I told you he flaying, that's what happens. I mean,
they bounced.
Yeah, but I don't. One, they should be. You attacked him. I don't know how you're gonna get a lawsuit, even though he wrenched your neck, which he did. No, the one kid that he had kind of right there, that kid that you see him.
You got a nigga draped on you while manhandling, and that's his offhand. That's his left hand. He's just
that's not even his throwing hand.
Just handling your ass.
The kid that you see that is draped around him, he got him in a headlock and wrenched his neck. Yeah. No, I'm just. I don't use the word, but I read it and started laughing.
Like, Daquan, what happened? He like, huh?
Because
what'd you
say? He grabbed one kid and was like, "Yeah, let me." And the other kid tried to come up at him. He flinged him. The other kid came. He got flinged. And I just feel like enjoy yourself with that lawsuit because you're not gonna win it. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. Q over on air with Q says they were lucky he only flung them around because he could have slept them. Ben is like, slap that dude who said that. Yeah, man. Whoever said that
No, because you know
Cam
what?
shouldn't be doing it, like nigga, he's
Because
fighting for his life.
Okay, there was something I had saw on Joe Rogan's, and I agree with Joe Rogan because there was a fighter that fought a guy named Sneeko, who is a internet troll, and he got in the octagon with this guy, and the guy beat the brakes off him. He said, "You get in the octagon with me, and you think you could do something," and they felt that he was wrong because he knew he was a professional fighter, was an ex-champion professional fighter. They said that basically applies to Cam Newton. You know that you're bigger than them. You know that you're a professional athlete. You shouldn't be doing that to these kids.
I don't know, but again, I don't know exactly how it popped off. Like, was Cam like, well, come on then, little nigga, come fight?
No.
It seemed like he just got jumped. And at that point, there's no rules. There's no like in the middle of jump, you can't be like, but let me talk. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a professional athlete. I shouldn't be doing this. It's like, no, nigga, get off me. Like you're just trying to get niggas off of you. And like Q said, he could have mollywopped these niggas, dog. Right? You know what I'm saying? He could have put their head
but
that fucking fence.
You see, I don't agree with their logic. I think that any of these kids that thought they could take him, I know they got a rude awakening.
You're gonna learn today.
A very rude awakening. And I think Cam Newton had every right to, you know, I mean, he's lucky he didn't throw hands on him because, well, the one kid did get hurt though. So part of me feels good about it. I know that's bad.
He earned that. Hopefully,
so you say he earned a neck wrenching?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you ran up on this nigga that's way bigger than you. You thought you and the homies could take. It's like the Smurfs trying to jump Gargamel or some shit. It's like, nigga, you're not like, no, bro. You need a potion or some shit.
And the one kid, you know, the one kid said he didn't get enough flight miles. But I'm just saying, man, it was one of those videos, and I love that video you had. But one of those videos they had out on it, and somebody was showing it. It was another angle. They're very lucky. They're very lucky. They didn't get hurt more.
Miss asks, what are you on to think you can just bum rush Cam? Like, you know what I'm saying? And also another point is, where the fuck was security or anybody? Or even like you said, like a parent or some, like, who the fuck? Like, it was just like Cam's by himself out here. Like,
no,
this nigga should have brought a teammate.
At the end, the security got in after he had already flung about 10 months.
They just scooped the niggas off the ground.
Yeah, it's like, bring in the shovels.
Yeah,
I mean, it was bad, but I'm saying the bottom line is Cam would do it where he would be accessible to a lot of them, because this is not something he does regular, according to Shannon Sharp. And I can't remember the dude from the Bengals. The
Ocho Cinco.
Ocho Cinco. Thank you. Damn, dude. I could not think of his name. He's so fucking good. Ocho Cinco.
Chad Johnson.
Yeah. Ocho Cinco or Chad Johnson, you know what he said? He was more like, you know, Cam was wrong for, you know, like doing what he do. And Shannon Sharp was on the other end of it saying, look here, you better man than me, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'd have put their dick in the dirt. They dick would have been in the dirt. I would
kids, I'm gonna tell you right now, because I've said it before. I've seen Shannon Sharp. He's at my gym every now and then. Kids, that ain't the nigga to jump. I'm gonna tell you right now.
All I know
is this nigga older than me, probably in his 50s.
He's
54. This ain't the nigga to jump.
50-something, yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
I'm telling you right now. And the other thing is, I seen Skip. I mean, I saw Skip. Skip. I saw Shannon Sharp. I'm so used to saying Skip. Come on, Skip. No, I seen Shannon Sharp walk up on somebody at a live NBA game and say, "You don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. I'll come over there. I'll beat your ass. I will beat your ass, and your friend can get it too." And the other dude stood up. He said, "Well, if you want 2 for 1, let's do it." And I was like, "Is this nigga saying old parables? You want 2 for 1? Hey, an egg in the hand can get crunched in the bush. I mean, like, let's say all kind of funny shit, but he was dead serious. I heard the thing with Cam Newton. They said Cam Newton was cool as a cucumber. They showed an interview afterward. He's like, hey, they felt they needed to do it.
I mean, yeah, they got no licks in, so
nothing. You know. Like the one guy that grabbed him, I think, oh, try to flip him. Nope.
If it looked like it looked like a grown ass man babysitting some toddlers, and they're playing WWE. And you know how you have like a little kid on your leg or some shit, and you lift your leg up, and the kid's in the air all of a sudden. Like,
well, I want to ask some of the people on the feed. Do you think? Okay, I agree with Shannon Sharp. I agree with Shannon Sharp. Do you agree with the other side that felt that because he's a professional athlete, because he is, you know, a big man, stronger man, do you think he was wrong for flinging these kids around and mollywhopping them?
That's not even, in my opinion, that's
no.
not even,
some people, I bet you watch.
But I'm saying, like, that's not even a valid position to take. If somebody is jumping you, you bear no responsibility to
run away,
de-escalate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you run away,
bro. Once they on you, where's he supposed to go? Where's Cam Newton supposed to go? Like, you know, the niggas are on him.
I'm being devil's advocate. So
no, I got you. I'm just saying, like, but yeah, that's you know, that argument makes sense.
What on your IG? What are people saying? I know that
Ben is like, hell no. I think we know Ben would get slaptastic real quick.
Yeah, no. See, LGC, they attempted to lay hands, got what they got. So okay, you don't agree that these kids should have
you is like, no,
manhandled like they were. So you're on the side of Cam Newton?
I'm on Cam's side. These kids.
You're on Cam's side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damani says fists get to flying, everything is up for grabs. I mean, niggas was trying to punch him. The whole jumping thing is first of all, is just weak, right? Man to man, you got a problem with a dude. Either go handle that man to man or sit the fuck down, right? Okay. But once 4, 5, 6 niggas try to jump one dude, all of them 4, 5, 6 niggas they're 1/5 a man. Fuck 3/5, right?
Wow.
Like, y'all don't even make up a whole dude at this point.
You're a quarter of a dude, like in the Constitution.
Yeah, man.
But YT Johnson has are there significant injuries? The one kid got hurt. The one kid got his neck pretty fucked up.
He's just sore. This nigga's sore, dog.
You are just
this nigga. He ain't paralyzed. That nigga, he's just sore. He got a sore neck from being a fucking.
Is that you mean aggravated assault on Cam's part or aggravated assault on the kid's part? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean, YT?
Lady says 2 of my sons are Cam size. What are they supposed to do? Nigga, you stand your ground. If a little village of pygmies come, you just pluck these niggas away, like. And that's all he did, basically, right? He wasn't mobbing on their fucking heads.
But what YT said, Cam was outnumbered, but it doesn't seem there was a chance for Cam to actually get hurt.
That's because he defended himself. But if he had stood there and been like, "I'm a football player, I can't hurt these children," nigga, I don't even know how old these niggas were that jumped him.
They were like between teenager and like early 20s. Pedro likes the whole dude.
Yeah, wow. YT is on some tip today where he wants to like get jokey with me, but whatever, nigga. Yeah.
What is that? What the hell?
I ain't the one to jump either, nigga. You get flung in this bitch too.
See that I told you, Pedro. I'm telling you, Cam could get hit with an aggravated assault charge.
No, he didn't assault anybody. That's all self-defense.
He twisted this.
That's self-defense. No, we good, YT. I know it's all good.
Wait a minute. He twisted the kid's neck.
No, the kid put his neck in a twistable position. You see what I'm saying?
If you put your hand in the blender, it's not the blender's fault.
Yeah, the kid put his neck in a twistable scenario. Okay. And yeah, YT, we good, man. I see you, bro.
Lady Hazel, my youngest son is baby Shrek since forever. He beat up his brother from the car seat with his bottle back in the day. So maybe you need to check on something wrong with your child.
Don't bring him to the youth events. Okay?
Yeah, he definitely. But I mean, Cam, no, I agree with. I don't think it's fair, but I agree with YT Johnson. No,
No, we good. We good.
no,
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
no.
we
I agree with YT Johnson.
your feelings fact.
Cam could get hit with aggravated assault charge because he is a celebrity. You don't think so? You don't think so? Man, come on. They gonna sue it. They already trying to sue him.
For being horrible at jumping niggas. You saw the Mr. Go 30 shit. Them niggas was supposed to be professional jumpers. And they got de-jumped, nigga. Like they got tossed
Look
around.
at your footing. Look at your footing. That's the problem.
What do you say? That nigga only had 2 hits like Cisco. Come on, man.
And no, he didn't even hit him. Really, he kind of.
First of all, he punched like this and shit. It was like, oh,
You can't punch like you can't turn your wrist like that.
yeah. He was outnumbered, like Miss says, and trust me, she knows about violence, so she'll be all about this. But he was outnumbered and did not initiate the violence. So yeah, you know,
But that doesn't matter
there's
with
no legal
celebrities.
footing.
No. When I'm saying when it comes to celebrities,
Nah, bro.
you don't see what I'm saying?
I mean, no. I mean, I hear the words, but those are invalid arguments, in my opinion. Like non-lawyer, I feel like I could put on one of my cheap ass suits, tie a knot, and walk in and be like, Your Honor, fuck them niggas. and they'd be like, you know what? Case dismissed. That's cool.
Damani Jones says, what was he supposed to do? Ball up and take it?
Yeah,
No.
like,
No. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what they say with even with black belts. You're supposed to walk away or run away. You're supposed to get out of there because you know that you could do extreme damage to them.
that's the premise to Con Air. Nicolas Cage ended up in jail because he was an Army Ranger,
and it wasn't
got into a bar fight and fucked these niggas up.
Right. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't Cam's fault.
That ain't this.
But that is this.
No, because Cam Newton is he's a trained football player and a physical specimen.
Absolutely.
But not some trained weapon of death and destruction. He's not a martial arts machine. This nigga just happens to be big and strong, but he's not well, as far as I know, he's not trained in any martial art that would make him, his hands lethal weapons. He's just a dude at a youth event, and the youth tried to jump him, and they ass grew up real quick that day. He's like, that little nigga? He's like, hey, that little nigga right there?
I flung him, really flung. That was a good flinging. I mean, I know what you're saying.
These niggas struggled to do anything to him. Like, they didn't succeed. So on top of them being, I think, legally liable for the events, they also lost. And on top of just losing physically, you're losing socially, nigga. You're losing socially, nigga, when you're out here trying to jump other black men and bring another black man down.
That actually brought that. He was bringing the youth football thing. And that one thing I did like the fact that Shannon Sharp did say was, hey, man, you should learn from him. If you're a young football player, you should learn from this man. This is a fucking, this is a Hall of Fame level playing quarterback.
Ms. Averb says, number 1, he didn't instigate. 2, he wasn't the aggressor. 3, he was assaulted. 4, Nicole Simpson can't rap.
I don't know.
What? You lost me on that last one, but I feel you on the other part. But
number 1, he didn't start it. Number 2, he finished it. Number 3, pancakes don't taste good when left in the sun.
His grandma biscuits is fluffy.
Yeah. Like what?
Okay.
I don't agree with. I don't agree with some of the people that said that.
I mean, Good Humor asked, did he win the fight? I mean, for a nigga, 1-on-6.
I saw the whole video. I saw the whole video from 2 different angles. By far, like it wasn't even. Pedro had a good analogy. It was like, oh, is that adult fighting babies? Like,
it's like, let me go to this preschool and just kick a bunch of kids in their head.
The reason I'm saying it pertaining to the kid that got hurt, and the other kid got hurt too because he hit the rail. He grabbed him by his hoodie and slammed him into the rail. Cam Newton grabbed him by his hoodie and slammed him into the rail.
Bro, at that point, Cam is grabbing shit and flinging it away from him. He wasn't like, oh, rail, let me bash his head into it. You know what I mean?
Okay,
bro, whatever happened is it. Ben Yosef says, come on, Shane, kill that noise. Respect your elders, right? Like that's what these young bucks. don't
No, I'm
understand.
not, Ben. I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm telling you just what's happening. They could like what I think was it LG? No, it was YT was saying was that it could be aggravated assault. The one kid at the end of the fight from the video I saw, he didn't let him go at first. He was wrenching him like this, like going like this. They had to pull Cam off of the
Nigga,
kid.
hold on. This is real ass life. All right, y'all niggas need to understand this, okay? When your
I'm
neck
just
is
putting
when you start a fight and your neck is getting wrenched, ain't no tap out, nigga. This ain't the octagon, motherfucker. We outside.
You got me, man. You got me.
Like,
You
yeah,
got me.
that
You got me,
nigga might
man.
not let go. He might choke you out.
You got me. You got me. You see, I'm tapping. You got me. What?
You might get your neck broke,
Hey,
nigga. Ain't no,
put both
all
hands.
right, man. You got it. Nah, nigga. I'm gonna decide. You want to start this
So,
shit? I'm gonna finish it.
if you
And he
look at
didn't
the
even
video,
go that far. So
and
fuck it.
Ben, if you look at the video from the other angle, from what I saw, he really didn't let the kid go. The security came in, had to kind of, I'm gonna use the word again, wrench this kid from the grip of Cam
He's
Newton.
like, bring out the jaws of life.
And then the other kid was on the ground hurt because he slammed him against the railing.
Yeah, good humor wasted. As far as I could tell, she's asking why did they fight him. I think it was just some jealousy shit. Niggas was on some ego shit. You know, sometimes, man, a celebrity come to your town or tries to do something good in your neighborhood, and it's just that old toothpick nigga from like the nigga
Hey,
from
fuck
Belly
this nigga, man. I
eating
used
a
to run
banana, talking about, man,
4-5.
fuck that nigga. He got banana crumbs on his lips, and
I
he's
mean,
like, man, fuck
I
that
used to
nigga.
play with Cam when I was young, and man, he just got the shot. I didn't, and so and tell his sons, get him, son. Oh shit, son. Son, is he wrenching
up!
you? Son, he's wrenching you. He's wrenching you. God Lord, he's wrenching him. And he not only did he wrenching these kids, he wrenched these kids. He plied them. He screwdrivered
He
them.
definitely screwdrivered them niggas.
But
Flathead
the
and
one,
Phillips.
okay, but the one kid's mother is not trying to do a lawsuit. The kid that got hurt, that got slammed against the. If you look at the video, he grabs this kid by his hoodie and literally slams him into the. There's a metal railing, and that kid just goes down. Like he doesn't get back up.
Cool.
Then the other kid, he's literally trying to grab Cam Newton. Cam Newton grabbed from the video. What I saw, Cam Newton grabs him like this and just starts doing this. And then when the whole fight was ended, where they get all the kids off, Cam still had the kid in a I don't know, like not a hit. Would it be a neck lock?
It was everything the nigga deserved. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Wow.
Hey man, listen. I mean, I'm gonna put it like this, right? Because like,
wow, Pedro.
one time in college, man, my frat brothers and I got into a fight with these townie niggas, right, in Princeton, right? And these niggas had been, you know, they instigated some shit, right? And we ended up going back and forth. And at some point, I square up with this nigga, man. And he went to swing at me, and he came from back here. And I felt like I was waiting for a bus. I was just like, okay. I ducked under that shit, came up under and grabbed this nigga right here. And his whole body went limp. Right? I could have killed that nigga if I wanted to with a flick of the wrist. You know what I'm saying? And he had no idea. He out in these streets playing, think he about to slap box with me. I'm like, nigga, I grew up as a martial artist, Southern Kung Fu, bro. I was just that was just a reflex too.
Pedro.
I'm like, man,
and I'm gonna let you know right now that dude's singing voice has not been the same ever since.
There are trees of green, red roses too.
And now for my next song, I'd like to thank Pedro for grabbing my throat. Everybody, y'all ready for green?
Listen, Miss says banana crumbs. Yeah, that was a Belly reference.
Yes.
You remember the nigga from he was Kane in motherfucking Don't Be or Menace to Society, and then the nigga was and he was chewing the banana and he had banana crumbs.
Yeah.
Banana.
So, I mean,
flakes. What you want to call them? Banana.
But some of the
speckles?
people, the people that don't see what I'm saying, we're gonna move on to the next thing because I got to talk about this. Is I just feel like I understand Cam should have just mollywopped all of them, but if you're a parent and you're thinking, even though your son's wrong, you know you're gonna still try to take this side and also get that bag because Cam Newton is caked up.
If I had a son and he was in that scenario, with multiple dudes and he jumped a dude and they still lost, I'm beating that nigga's ass when he get home. like, how the fuck you gonna try and jump a nigga?
Yeah.
Boop, first of all, and then lose, nigga? Boop, I'll see you next week.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. How many of it was you? So there was one of him. Let me get this clear. There's one of him, and it was 6 of you. 6, 1. I get the math fuzzy. And you're the one with the wrenched neck. Don't make no damn sense.
And even if they seek the bag gonna be empty, motherfucker, because you started this shit and you got your ass.
Okay, but see, LG says it.
No.
Bag... Okay. Would you go for a lawsuit?
Against my son. Like, if my son did that, I'd sue that nigga for not being my
Cam
son.
Newton.
Wait, you saying would Cam sue the kid?
Would you, if your kid had got hurt by Cam Newton, and the other kid who got slammed against the gate, would you sue Cam Newton to try to get money? Because he did hurt them.
And the kid deserved it.
But that's not.
And I don't even think these are kids, right? Like,
they're not
it's not
kids.
Yeah,
no,
it's not like he was
kids.
kicking 6th graders around the schoolyard. I mean, it's some young bucks. You know what I mean? Like, they look like they could have been in their 20s or whatever. So, like, bro, you come get it, nigga. Like, y'all, these little niggas think they tough and want to talk shit. It's like, bro, come, like, let's go see what it really is. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, if y'all want to be a certain size above me and try and jump me, nigga, it ain't gonna be no fisticuffs around here, all right? I'm gonna introduce you to Gertrude, motherfucking Bruce, Sergeant Pepper, or Leviathan, nigga. Like, you better get back to fuck. Like, we ain't doing all of this.
Okay, well, see, but
I want to get to jumping. I'm gonna get to thumping, my nigga.
And before we go into this, we're gonna keep it short on this.
Let's go.
I'm not sad at all.
The flingery.
Yeah, I think that I agree with Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp would have said he would have did worse.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
He would have did worse. But I just feel like people sometimes will let the kids do some goofy shit. Then the kid has to get his neck wrenched, and then you're like, "Well, we're suing. You're Cam Newton. You're Cam Newton." And little Eddie did not deserve that. Okay, then little Eddie shouldn't have ran up on 6 foot fucking 4, 241 pound quarterback that was one of the best in the league, that everybody patterns themselves after as a running quarterback, other than him and Michael Vick. Same shit.
Little Eddie, what little Eddie actually deserved was a better upbringing, where he was taught to respect his elders, like Ben Yosef said earlier. Either be a good loser or a good winner. You know what I mean? Like, that's what sports and athletic is about. Don't be a jealous bitch ass nigga when a rich nigga come to your town and soak up a little clout and game. Like, just come on, man. But little Eddie deserved a better upbringing, man. All right. Let's
we got to talk about
speaking of better upbringings. One of your boys who needs one, and at this point he a grown ass man, so it might be too late. But I brought it up, man, the other day, and it is true. But Fat Joe needs to lean fat back. I don't know if y'all saw the video, but Joe posted a thing, and he's talking about how he hates Donald Trump, but he bought, and I think on the video he said he bought 50 pairs.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
50 pairs, which are actually the shoes are $399 for the people that don't know. So they're basically 400 and change. And
that's 20 G's he spent.
Well, yeah, a little bit over 20 G's. And he bought these gold horrible shoes because he just wanted the shoes. According to the articles that I read, he was just saying, basically, I want shoes. I'm not a fan of Donald Trump's, but I want these shoes.
He said he's blaming it on him being a sneakerhead. Yeah. And a true ass sneakerhead that's in the culture is gonna get these shoes no matter what. Personally, I hope your fat ass chokes on that shoe when you eat it one day, because you just gave 20 G's to Donald Trump,
right?
Bro.
And that 20 G's is not going for his election; it's going for his defense of his criminality. Let's be real. And
that's great.
Also, by the way, Trump is also selling the Trump diaper, which I don't know if y'all seen this yet. The Trump gold diaper. It's
it's a blowout proof, apparently.
Yeah, and now, I think it looks good. I don't know if you like it or not.
Hey, Ben says Joe is making a hustle Ain't no one getting hurt by shoes.
Here you go again with that shit, Ben. Ben,
You know, it's
not the
it's
point.
not the shoes that are, unless you're one of these niggas trying to jump Cam Newton and you want to stomp. But no, we're not talking about the shoes hurting somebody.
We
We're
talking
talking
about Fat
about
Joe. We talking about Fat Joe.
well, we're talking about the we're talking about the money that he's giving to Donald Trump just by collecting these shoes, right? Like that's what this is. This is 20G, $400 pair. If he bought, I think he bought 50. I thought that's what he said in the video. I could be wrong, but
It's in the
if
article,
he did,
yeah.
But even if you give $400 or 20,000 or 400,000, like it's like what is your money going to? Because the shoe might not hurt anybody, but the money does.
And the shoes,
the money, Donald Trump uses money to hurt people. He's using money to hurt this country. You understand me? Like, and he doesn't have any money, so he needs ours.
Oh yeah,
he needs your money, Ben. He needs Joe's money.
Broke.
He needs my money. I ain't even got no money. He needs mine.
Yeah, E.G. Carroll already said, I don't give a fuck. You better start selling shit. I mean, you ain't got the 83.3. Well, you need to do something. You need to sell your ass on the fucking corner or whatever.
Get your ass up off your shoulders.
Get up. Yeah, I'm just saying that's real. But the bottom line is, if you can't see anybody in the feed that they cannot see that 20,000 or a little bit over 20,000 is not going to nothing but Trump and his defense fund, then why didn't you just send him money for his defense fund? Because that's all you did.
And also, listen, you're a true sneakerhead. I get it. And in the video, Joe said he hates Donald Trump. Like, he's not a Donald Trump fan, didn't vote for him. Okay, bro. Well, then just buy the shoes rather than, doing this publicity thing to this community, right? The black and brown hip hop community. Rather than put out a video, just buy the shoes. Then you a sneakerhead? Because I've never really seen Joe do a sneaker video, and I'm not doubting that he's a sneakerhead.
I've never. And
I'm just saying, I don't see him like, I got these Air Ones that are made out of Africans or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like, why you got to pub this though? Why do you have to pub? Like, if you just needed the shoe, then get the shoe, nigga. But you ain't got to tell the world.
Maybe he's coming out with an album. But I just bought these gold shoes that was polished by children's tears.
Well, I hope the album does not go gold like these ugly ass shoes. I hope.
And then after that, I'm gonna buy the Trump diaper.
B Rose says he's mansplaining. There's no splaining this, bro. Like, you are directly fine. Like, if Hamas came out with a shoe, nigga, you know what I'm saying? If the Taliban came out with, if that T was for Taliban.
Hey man, come on, Pedro.
Would you be a sneakerhead?
I'm a sneakerhead, man.
You'd be a crackhead. You'd be a crack.
I'm telling you, these Hitler's jumpers. I'm just a sneakerhead. I just bought it because I like sneakers. It's bullshit. Fat Joe, you need to lean the fuck fat back. You know that ain't, you did that for publicity. And also a lot of these rappers that are very wealthy or that are jumping on the Trump train or whatever the fuck you want to call it, are just doing it out of just being obstinate or something, but you're not seeing the real picture. You just helped his defense fund shut the fuck up, and you did.
So and I'm gonna show y'all this one because Big Ben, right on time, he's asking the question. He says, what did Trump do? 3 question marks. He got a legal loan through a bank that didn't say he did anything wrong, and they want to do business with again. I mean, he lied, right? And as far as I can understand, these were like egregious lies. Maybe the bank was willing to stick with it because the brand or whatever, you know what I mean?
It doesn't matter.
But logistically, he just did illegal things, right? To cheat the government and the banks, right? Because like what Letitia James argued is that if the banks really understood what the actual value of the property was, they would have charged higher interest rates, which means that they lost money dealing with him, right? Whatever money they did make, they actually could have made more off of interest alone if Donald Trump had been telling the truth, right? And while, I've come to understand that a lot of businesses operate like this, where they might inflate the value of a property in order to get a loan. But I don't think it's very legal to then deflate the value of that property when it comes time to pay taxes, right? So you can't really have that both ways, Ben. You know what I'm saying? And while other dudes might get away with it, whatever, those other dudes ain't trying to be president of the United States. So what I'm saying is, like, do you really, really want, this cheater as president? Right?
Yes.
And I know what you're gonna say. They all cheat. They all do this. They all do that. I'm like, do they? Do they all do all
No,
of
they
that?
don't. You know
Do
what?
they
I
all
just
do
had a
it this
debate.
way?
I just had a debate on IG because I posted some stuff up, which I'm going to talk about in Shangri. And the bottom line is, no, they don't all. There are actually people, just like all men aren't cheaters, all women ain't hoes, all people. No, every politician is not like that. There are actually people who have good intentions and feel good when they're helping people. So you're fucking wrong, number one.
Over on my IG, Dr. Phil J 1000 said, and he tried to steal an election, right? So, I'm talking to you about this New York case in which he now owes $500 million,
No, but
basically,
that's not
right?
going to happen now. The one of the cases is going to get pushed back because the Supreme Court, a major case.
That's his immunity case in
Yeah,
DC
and if he
over
gets
his
immunity,
January 6th.
if he gets immunity, guess what? They're going to use it on everything. So
Now we know that the Supreme Court isn't going to say he has immunity, but the conservative
they're going to push
portion,
it back, though.
no, they're just using it to stall. It's already
Right.
been pushed back. It's pushing it back now.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like,
And Ben says, I give up. I can't type this fast, but it's a business. But all business isn't good business, bro. Like the transatlantic slave trade was business, bro. Big
it was
business.
probably good business at the
Huge
time,
business.
but it wasn't
Yeah,
right.
it was a great business.
You know what? Selling girls out the back of my trunk, probably good
Like,
business.
slavery is great business.
But guess what? Not good business. So
Pimping is good business. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep these hoes straight.
Great. And also, make them, put them down just enough to make them feel like they ain't worth it, but prop them up just enough for them to feel like they worth it. It's a balancing act. Yeah. So Ben, I see what you're saying, but wow.
Miss says, you just left to talk to your other family in the other room. Won't you talk to us about men don't treat? We saw you.
No,
Lord. Woman, nothing gets past her.
I was actually I have some girls in there that pay me to piss.
It's good business though. It's good business back there.
No,
business can't just be the excuse to.
Yeah, no, I'm tired of people just saying that when they say, man, like that's me
making money.
That's like me fucking over Pedro pretending to a gig and go, hey man, it's just business. No, it's not. You did that to me, motherfucker. Fuck you. And there is certain people like Donald Trump who doesn't give a fuck about anybody. I don't think he gives a fuck about his kids. He threw them under the bus. He already threw a bunch of people under the bus. He threw his lawyer under the bus, which was his right-hand man who's actually going to be testifying against him. Ha, ha, ha. And they actually got the receipts. He kept a fucking copy of the check for your porn star, you idiot. Good luck. But you're still not going to jail. And you probably will be president.
Speaking of porn stars, Alan Bragg's trial is starting next month in March. And that is the hush.
Week. Next week?
I thought it was like later in March, like the 25th or something. But either way, Alan Bragg, just a brother out of the Southern District of New York, a prosecutor, and he this is the case. This is what we call the hush money case, and the premise of this case is Trump, I think, used campaign funds to pay off hush money to Stormy Daniels and another lady in order to keep that the fact that he was cheating on his pregnant wife out of the news while he was running for president, thereby sort of bamboozling or tricking voters by not letting him know. So not only was it like an illegal use of campaign funds, I believe, but also
trickery.
This public lie that was told.
Okay, it's actually, the case is going to be a New York judge has set the date for March 25th. My bad. I thought it was.
It's March 25th, right? Okay, yeah.
Right. For the criminal case against former President Donald Trump, potentially setting up a media spectacle in the middle of the Republican campaign.
Oh, this is a good bit here. Miyu says, it says on every loan application that you sign that you are signing under penalty of perjury and face criminal action if the information you provide is fraudulent.
Well, Trump
just got caught up, and that's what happens, right?
Caught up.
If he had just stayed a lousy, shitty pants businessman, he probably would have still been able to do
But
this
it's not
tomfoolery.
only that.
But once you become president of the United States,
different
you gotta
ball
open
game.
up the books, nigga. We gotta see. See, here's the thing, because what we're talking about now is like all this money that this nigga's gonna owe, and he's talking about, well, the Saudis could just. Well, now you're gonna have a president that's on the Saudis' books or Russia's books, nigga. Your president can't be leveraged like that, right? Your president cannot be financially leveraged. This nigga cannot be in debt like this. Because the first motherfucker that comes along
and pays for
and
it,
pays it off, owns the fucking president of the United States, bro. So like, it just can't be that. You know what I mean? Like, go do your dirty business as a civilian, but you can't be a president doing dirty business, owing $500 million and fucking bro, you're compromised, dog.
And plus his bullshit that he's done all of his life, which I'm really mad that he's gotten away with a life of no accountability. If you look at it, Pedro, all his bullshit has caught up with him. The bottom line is he's not a billionaire. He owes money. That's it. And he's crying broke now. Fuck out of here, man. Get up off that money or get up off that Trump Tower. What you gonna do?
Ben says, what did he lie about on the loan?
That his place was bigger and more expensive than it was.
He said it was bigger than it was, that it was more valuable than it is.
That's what he did.
And then at tax time, he said it was smaller than it is and less valuable than it is. Those are all lies. Lies.
What did he lie about? Hey man, all you motherfuckers, and I'm not gonna say you, Ben, because I know Ben, you have a moral compass. All you motherfuckers that find any excuse to fucking let this dude get off the fucking hook. This grapist, he is a grapist. Stop it. That's what he is. He's a grapist that owes 83.3 in defamation, and he owes almost 400 million. Let's be real.
No, it's almost $500 million, bro. It's gonna be 500 million.
It's up there because he can't pay the appeal. You stop, and he's about to go for a criminal case. Stop. He's a fucking racist. We just saw him say racist shit. Like clearly,
I can only see the black ones.
Yeah, clearly racist shit. Well, the mugshot, that's why they like me. Get the fuck out of here, man. Every black person ain't rolling with that. So all you people that keep giving him an excuse, you probably don't have no accountability for yourself either, because you always try to find a reason to not take accountability because you look at other people that, well, I mean, what did he do? Here's the evidence. The fuck?
So, and Ben is saying that the bank agreed. So, and I'm not sure. I do not have a legal degree, but just my basic logic tells me that if somebody lies to you and you believe it, you are not responsible for their lie. You know what I'm saying? So if the bank took it at face value or whatever, I would believe, if this was any kind of just system at all, that the person who lied, the applicant, like me, you pointed out earlier, is liable for telling the truth, right? They are responsible for telling the truth. And I don't know how much onus is on the bank to, like, I don't know if they were supposed to go through with the fucking tape measure and measure the floor plans or what, you know what I mean? But like, if you tell a lie and somebody believes it or accepts it, I don't think that makes that other party, responsible for your lie.
It doesn't. It doesn't. We're going to move on, because now I'm starting to be like, stop it. Starting to make my ass itch.
And by the way, when the fuck do we start listening to bankers like they're good people? You're like, well, the bank did it. Nigga, they are the worst motherfuckers in the world. Like, you mean?
The bank also took grandma's house from under.
Yeah, nigga. The bank will take rice off the shelf, nigga, if they could. Like, I don't give a fuck. So, like,
why are you carrying grandma out the house? Because it's not her house anymore.
It's not her house anymore.
It's federal chases. So I don't want to hear that shit. Move on to the next thing.
Let's go.
Yeah, because I'm starting to be like, really? I'm getting, when you get older and you get ornery, you're like, really? Shut the fuck up. Shut up. And I say that to, like, children.
Yeah.
I'm at that point.
The ones who
not you, Ben. Ben makes some good points, but Ben, you be really fucking really capping.
You too neutral on this Trump shit.
You're like, what did he do? Yo, what did he do? How was he a bad person? Why was he fucking around on his wife with a porn star while she was pregnant?
Let him become president again, and the goose steppers start hiling outside your fucking house and all of ours.
And then we gonna
know who that is.
We'll do another show about gun laws.
That ain't the Democrats, nigga.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep this moving, man. It's my turn. We gonna learn, and this is how I burn.
Hey, hey, hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, 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 with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. All right, man. I don't know if any of my Detroit people are still in the feed. If you are, just want y'all to watch this shit, and then we're gonna talk about it on the other side.
Brunson, three-pointer, off the mark, rebound deflected, chased down, saved by Grimes to Fontecchio, knocked away, Hartenstein picks it up, out to DiVincenzo, 10 seconds to go, he throws it away, ball loose, picked up by Brunson, inside the Hart's banks it in, and a foul! Knicks take the lead, Monty Williams is furious, he thought a foul should have been called, there was so much contact, but Josh Hart with the big bucket and a free throw coming out.
All right, so the NBA has a serious refereeing problem, right? We already know about the dude. We already know about the dude, Tim Donaghy, who was busted for fixing games.
I mean, who don't do that?
But in a scenario like this, just to break it down, about 3-4 days ago, the Pistons are at New York. First of all, the game was supposed to be at Detroit, but because of some in-season tournament glitch or whatever, the Knicks lost a home game. So this game got switched to New York. Okay. And save your other commentary. Yeah. The Pistons record sucks, right? The team doesn't. They're young. They put some new pieces in at the trade deadline. And, you know, they've lost like 17 games by 6 points or less. So it's not like they're not competitive, but yeah, they've had trouble closing out games this year. In this scenario, the Pistons are up 1. And as you can see, there was a missed shots, a little bit of melee balls, loose, bouncing everywhere. But at some point, Asar Thompson makes a steal, and he's a rookie. He makes a steal, and Dante DiVincenzo, who after his Villanova team beat my Michigan Wolverines in the national championship, he had to start deleting a whole bunch of posts because he was, you know, a racist ass white boy using nigga and all of this shit on social media. So we kind of know what that's about. But he dives at Asar as Asar is gathering up this steal. He dives at his leg. He tackles the nigga. Right. This is how they taught us in football to rip through the leg. You know what I'm saying? So like, this is a what we would classically call a loose ball foul. It is too goddamn obvious, and the refs just let that shit go on, man. And then after the game, you get the bullshit speech from the refs like, upon further review, we realize that should have been called. No shit, bitch. Who the fuck pays you niggas, man? How the fuck do you miss a call like that? That's why I'm out here screaming, kill the bloody refs. Now listen, I don't condone violence.
You can't.
I just mean kill their career. Like fire that motherfucker.
Like
whoever missed that call, fire the fuck out of him.
It really does sound like you meant kill them.
It's a metaphor, bro.
No. I hear you.
I want their refereeing career dead.
No.
I want their whistle dead. I want their stripes dead.
I think that sounds pretty aggressive, Pedro. I'm just putting it out there. Sounds like you want them dead. That's
just the career. I want the paychecks dead. I want the dead. I want the direct deposit dead.
Wow.
And, Ben says, "Calm down. It's just entertainment." I get it, bro, but I want the entertainment to be fair. I mean, to be right. Like the entertaining part is niggas actually winning. You know what I'm saying? And when your team is up by 1, and they've been having trouble, and they're fighting, and they're working hard to get this victory. And then the refs just take it away from them, because then the shit turns into an and 1 for them. They go up by 1, hit the free throw.
It's a wrap.
Game, bitch. And then, that's just an example of, and, after seeing the refs steal one from my Lions in Dallas, earlier this year. That was
egregious. I'm going to use the word egregious. Yeah, I'm going to use the word egregious.
It's just like, man, come on. I get this stuff as entertainment. But if
it's entertainment, it's entertainment.
But it would be entertaining enough if you just let motherfuckers play fairly. Right? It's like you don't have to keep formulating these outcomes. Like, goddamn, why the fuck do you need to steal a win from the Pistons?
Of all
Because they
people.
have 8, 9 now. Because the next night they went on and beat the Bulls by 10. Okay, they came back strong. Good shit.
But hey, man,
why you got to steal one from the Pistons, nigga? They don't even have 10
why
wins
do people hit squirrels with golf clubs? Because it's.
Do they?
I don't know. It's just been.
Okay. I was like, whoa.
All right. Does this
That's
make
not a
any? I don't understand this. What do you mean in court claim? Why are we still?
YT says, Shang, in court, Trump claimed that the Trump brand allowed for a higher price in contracts. Analysts pointed out that Trump branded properties are selling for far less than buildings that removed his name. Lies. See, he was just lying the whole time.
I just put that up for Ben. I'm sorry about the refs, but I think that they've been doing this forever. When you look at football, when you look at basketball, even in my favorite sport is boxing and UFC and MMA. The refs always seem to fuck it up, get it wrong. Dude's supposed to jump between him and the fighter, and he lets the fighter get 5 more punches in. One dude soccer kicked the guy in the head while he was already unconscious. Wow. And then the ref said, well, I thought he was still able to fight. He was laying flat on his back. The dude literally
he was snoring.
Yeah, he soccer kicked him. The pillow guy brought a pillow in. What are you talking about? And so I feel like it's been going on, but I also think that a lot of the refs do take kickbacks. I think that a lot of the refs, not just the ones that got caught, but I bet you a lot of refs, like if I gave, and I would do it too, I'm gonna keep it real. If I was a ref, fuck your team. If you're gonna give me $1 million to say, hey, that team fouled more, I'm taking the $1 million, especially when I'm running up and down the court for $50,000.
Well, yeah, you got through the
that's fucked up, but
no, through the Donahue case though, you know, part of his testimony was just like the league. This ain't even like the mob or Vegas. It's like the league is like, we want to call, this move. If a guy spins like this or whatever, we're going to call this a traveling now. And then he called it on Jordan once. And like Phil Jackson, Michael Jordan, and even the other referees were like, nigga, not him. Like the other players, dummy. Don't call it on Jordan. So
don't call it on our golden calf.
Yeah, that right. That's that's a fixing by the league itself.
By the way, I still don't like Jordan. I don't like Jordan, but I'm gonna keep it real. He did get pampered a lot of times. When I be pampered, I mean they did do soft kick.
He wore diapers, yeah. No, he wore diapers.
They gave him soft kick gloves on a lot of time because everybody else was banging it against each other, and you didn't hear them say nothing. They bang against Jordan. Oh my God, Jordan, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? So, but at the same time,
Carol 7, I see you over on Instagram.
The refs, you can say what you want, and I watched that just now. It was obvious. And for them to say it afterwards, it's too late.
It doesn't matter. And like, you're not going to overrule it or overturn it.
You're going to do it the next one, so you're not going to let them get that. They can't come back and play that extra 5 minutes. I feel like the world's a piece of shit anyway. So right now, and Pedro made me depressed.
That's what I'm here for.
Pedro made me depressed going, hey, by the way, 2024, this is it. That's it. There's no, after this, the world ends.
Bitches, drink up.
So drink up. Savage AF, make sure you check us out on all social media platforms. If you do, you're a better person than all the rest of your family. Your family, the rest of your family stinks. Yeah. They stink.
I wouldn't go to the reunion if I were you.
They're bums. But you, please rate us. Give us that rate and also subscribe. And finally, the thumbs. Give us some thumbs up. That's how we do that here. Make sure you do that. I just want to say mine is short again because I know yesterday was like, eat me, eat me, eat me. Because I don't know why. Oh, that was from, you were talking about Regan from The Exorcist. When she was in the bed, she was saying to the priest, when the priest came in, she was like, eat me, eat me, eat me, eat me, eat me, eat me.
Some shit like that.
and then he said, the power of Christ compels you. He hit her with the holy water. He said, I'm gonna see your mother in hell. And then the priest said, what you say, bitch? And then Richard Pryor came out and started socking her. You didn't see that?
Yeah, no, yeah. That's my favorite part.
That was the favorite part.
Miss said you may be entitled to financial compensation because he gave you depression. So
I think I will. I already got my lawyer on it. So my Shangri for today is I mean, Republicans, your track record shows for itself. You stupid biatches.
suspect.
Hey, I want to, and Pedro, if I don't know if you noticed or not, the Republicans have lost the popular vote far more than the Democrats. Not even close.
Absolutely.
The Republicans lose the popular vote when it comes on popular fucking shit. Guess what? That the people want, the general public wants. Guess what? Republicans are always behind. But I found this thing by another comic, Steve Hotstetler. And now that he's doing a lot more point of view political stuff, I really did like the way he said this concise thing. That is factual. Watch it and tell me. It's 30 seconds.
When Republicans run for president under the promise of creating jobs, they are either lying or just terrible at it. Let's break it down. The Bureau of Labor Statistics has tracked job creation for the last 100 years. There have been 18 presidents, 8 Democrat and 10 Republican. So where do those Democrats rank in terms of annual job growth? Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 11. And you might be saying, but Steve, that's just percentage of annual job growth, the fairest statistic you could possibly use. What about the raw number of jobs? Well, Republican presidents have overseen the creation of 32 million jobs, which would be impressive until you learn that Democrat presidents have overseen the creation of 86 million jobs, almost 3 times as many, and they did that with 1 fewer term. Any way you look at the data, it shows that Democrat presidents are overwhelmingly better at job creation. Republican presidents are just better at lying about it. I'm Steve Hofstetter, and this was In a Minute.
Oh, so when I saw that, when I heard that, I had thought that I had read it before. The bottom line is, Pedro, the Republicans, y'all need to know the facts. The facts are you are a worse fucking party. You do not
For the economy?
well. For the economy, you're not as good. When it comes to job creation, you're not as good. When it comes to the moral compass, we already know where you stand because you like the back of orange grapes. So the bottom line is know your facts when you try to argue with me. I put that up because somebody tried to check me on something I said, and I was like, yo, motherfucker, no, that's not the facts. You have lost the popular vote. In fact, this last one, you lost by 7 million. Don't get it twisted. You think people are rocking with you. You're basically trying to win from a minority standpoint of your numbers. But that's why I said, even though Petri said there's no way he could win, I still think that they're crafty enough and evil enough and diabolical enough to make it happen. But when it comes to like really implementing shit that needs to be getting done, you're horrible. You're incompetent. And this is fucking facts that are documented over decades. And that's why I wanted to play that. And fuck y'all all. And anybody, woman that wants to date me that's a Republican, I don't care if I'm in the middle of your pussy and I'm about to nut. I'm pulling out of you. I'm jacking off on the fucking curtains and I'm leaving.
And that's called murder in Alabama, Shang. Jesus Christ.
I know.
Come on, man. Yeah, I mean, we're well aware that, Republican conservative economics are only good for 1% of the population. And then the rest of y'all
the top 1% of 1%. That's the wild part.
And I didn't say there's no way that Trump could win. I said as long as black and brown people come out and vote Democratic, then he won't win.
Yeah, so we're stick a fork in us because black people aren't going to come out and do it because they're buying into the Kool-Aid. They're drinking the Kool-Aid too. And so, hey, Fat Joe, enjoy your shoes. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, Fat Joe. The fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, bro.
I hope 50 Cent hit you with one of his cars.
Wow.
No, that's what it was in a song. I would never do that, Fat Joe.
We don't condone violence.
No. Oh, wow. Somebody said, what do you say? Lady Hazel May, I wish I could have debate. I could have this debate with your sister-in-law. Anytime she want to come on the show, I'll skewer that.
Yeah, bring her, send her here. Shoot her to us. Yeah. Shoot her on over.
Shoot her through the tube to us because the bottom line is I will do the research. I will back it with fact. The Republicans have proven time and time again, pretending to they're making a policy and laws that they, one, aren't popular laws. Secondly, they're not good at it. That's just a fact. They tried to say Ronald Reagan. No. Check. He wasn't that good either.
He invented this horrible economy shit. It's called Reaganomics.
Yeah, so don't try it. Take that shit somewhere. Take that shit to St. Elsewhere. We did long today, but I appreciate y'all rocking with us. The Electoral College will decide. Popular vote does not matter. The Electoral College is bullshit too, and it was bullshit that the Republicans made because they knew they was gonna fucking lose. Fuck them all. Listen, listen. We need to get rid of the Electoral College because it's bullshit. Now, we will be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you tell your friends. Hopefully, my IG will be back up and running. It's right now taking an L. I mean, it's working. You can add me. You can do whatever else. It's just I can't do the live. But in the interim, make sure you follow at Black Pedro. Follow at Black Pedro as much. Anybody that sees mine, I will make sure that you know to follow at Black Pedro. And what I will start doing, Pedro, start tagging you more on stuff. But you don't really look at the tag that much. So I'm still going to work on you with that. Also follow at Comedian Shang and also follow us on Threads. So tomorrow, we will see you tomorrow. And I got some stuff I'm working on that I want us to talk about pertaining to how much it's going to affect the new election pertaining to abortion rights. This shit is getting thicker than you even possibly imagine, women. Thicker than a Petri dish full of snot. Letting you know.
Or as we call them, Alabamans.
All right, y'all? Tell them the 3 things they need to know.
Number 1, stay black if you are black. Yeah.
Black.
Number 2, do not be black if you are not black.
Don't do it.
Do you?
No. Not in the house of Mutombo.
Rule number 3, probably the most important. Keep your finger out your nose.
Yeah, snotty
Pippin.
Snotty Pippin.